Hello, very good morning. Today our lesson is on various kinds of input devices. We are going to see what are the various input devices available for inputting. We also discuss about briefly about these all input devices. So first we will list out all the input devices. Then after we will see one by one. So I explained various kinds of input devices. Then this keyboard, mouse, optical, optomechanical, flatbed scanner and webcam. So first we will list out all the input devices. Before that, so we will see what is meant by input device. So an input device is a computer hardware device that are used to give data and control signals. So as per system, there must be an input device and processing unit and an output unit. This is the system given by Charles Babbage. So every system must have an input device and a processing unit and also an output device. So now we are going to see different types of input devices. So input device is a computer hardware device that are used to give data and control signals. In computing, an input device allows the user to feed data into the computer for analysis, storage and process. So input device helps a user to feed the data. There must be an option to give always an inputting to computer, that is nothing but input device. Input device accept instructions and allow to interact with and control it. So this is about input device. So now we will see the input devices, various input devices available to give input to the computer. There are a number of input devices available. Here we are listing out keyboard, mouse, it's a pointing device, scanner, webcam, MIDI keyboard, touchpads, trackballs, barcode reader, optical mark reader, optical character recognition, joystick, graphics tablet, video capture hardware, digital camera, gamepad, microphone, pen embed or digital pen, it is also called stylus pen, electronic whiteboard, punched card reader. So these are the input devices available. Now we will see about these input devices one by one. So here also we can see the input devices here. It's a keyboard, mouse. These two are mostly used by the users. Other input devices are here: web camera, joystick. This is scanner. This is a microphone, trackball, this is touch screen, and digital camera. So these are the general input devices used by the um, persons to give input to the computer. So if you see one by one, it's a keyboard. First, first input device is a keyboard. The keyboard is also called standard input device always, because every user or every person must give input through the keyboard only maximum, because the input contains maximum in terms of text. So text can be given through the keyboard only. So keyboard allows to type text on it that can be given to the user. The keyboard is a basic input device that is used to enter data into a computer or any other electronic device by pressing keys. Keyboard has different sets of keys for letters, numbers, characters and functions. Keyboards are connected to a computer through a DIN connector, this is old type connector, PS2 connector, USB connector or a Bluetooth device for wireless communication. So Basic input device. This is also called standard input device to a computer, which contains number of keys on it. So here we see there are number of keys on it. So we can enter alphabets, characters, letters, special characters, and also we can use functions through this keyboard. So next input device is mouse. Mouse is a handheld input device which is used to move cursor or pointer across the screen. Mouse is called pointing device. The mouse is designed to be used on flat surface and generally has left and right button and a scroll wheel between them. So it's a pointing device used to move the cursor across the screen. Nothing but mouse pointer across the screen. Wherever we want the cursor point on the screen, we can directly go there at a particular point by using mouse pointer. So this is also very much useful in graphic applications. So with the advent of Windows application, nothing but graphic user interface come into the picture in 1990s, the mouse got more importance in usage. Before that, the mouse maximum was used for drawings, especially AutoCAD software. So here we have different types of mouses available. This is trackball mouse, mechanical mouse, optical mouse, and cordless or wireless mouse. So we will see this. So this is trackball mouse, one of the type of mouse. This is mechanical mouse. This will be moved. The mouse here, the mouse pointer will be moved on the screen according to the movement of the mouse on a flat surface. So here we have trackball. So this mouse pointer will moved in this case with the help of ball. This is also called ball mouse, and this is also called mechanical mouse. The next one, advanced one, where present maximum people are using this mouse. It's called optical mouse. With the help of optical sensors, we are able to move the cursor on the screen, with this mouse. And this is also optical mouse, but it's cordless wireless mouse. It means so with wireless we can connect to any computer, any laptop computer, and also any desktop computer. Here, when purchasing, we have a wireless dongle, USB-like device. We have to insert in desktop, and this will be connected with the help of infrared rays, so that the mouse can be worked. These are the types of mouse: trackball mouse, mechanical mouse, optical mouse, and cordless and wireless mouse. So next input device is the new one. It is called foot mouse. Generally, so far we are using these type of mouse. These are called handheld mouses because these mouse movements will be controlled by the fingers with the hand. Whereas we have another mouse called foot mouse. This is a foot controlled mouse called foot controlled mouse, also spelled foot mouse. This foot control mouse is a type of computer mouse that gives the users the ability to move the cursor and click the mouse buttons with their feet. So here, these are all handheld mouses. These mouses can be moved with the help of fingers with hand. Whereas, particularly this mouse, the name itself saying this foot mouse, this cursor and movement of cursor, clicking of mouse buttons with their feet. The foot mouse primarily used by the users with disabilities or with high back or neck problems. It is also promoted as a way to prevent such problems in the future and as a means to increase productivity by not having to move one's hand between the keyboard and mouse. So simultaneously, with the hands we can type on the keyboard, whereas with our feet we can use the mouse. So generally, if we are using this type of handheld mouses, so we have to move the hands between keyboard and mouse. So whenever we want to type, we have to move our hand to type on the keyboard, and whenever we want to use the mouse, we have to move again our hand to the mouse. Whereas in this foot mouse, here this is example of foot, so we can move the cursor on the computer screen by using our foot. So in the top, we can type the characters and everything with the help of keyboard with our hands without any interruption. Whereas we can also use the mouse by uh, using foot mouse with our feet. This is one of the foot mouse. So next most important input device is scanner. The scanner uses the pictures and pages of text as input. So keyboard takes input as text, but we have to press the keys on the keyboard. Whereas mouse is a pointing device. Based on the movement of the mouse, the cursor will be moved on the screen. Here scanner, it scans the pictures and text. So it takes pages and pictures, pages of text as input. The scanner scans a picture or a document. The scanned picture or document then converted into a digital format or a file and is displayed on the screen as an output. The scanner uses optical character recognition techniques to convert images into digital ones. Some of the common types of scanners here we can see types of scanners: flatbed scanner, handheld scanner, sheet fed scanner, drum scanner, and photo scanner. So there are different types of scanners available based on the requirement. So as per our requirement, you can choose any of these scanners, flatbed or handheld or sheet fed or drum or photo scanners we can use. So here we can see the types of scanners. This is flatbed scanner. So we can put any picture or text sheet here. So that will scan. This is called handheld scanner. Maximum these are used for barcoding purpose. This is called sheet fed scanner. So we have to insert our sheet into this. So this will be scanned. So this is called drum scanner. This is called photo scanner. It seems and it looks like the flatbed scanner. So these are the types of scanners available. So based on the requirement by the user, we can use any of the scanners according to our use. So now another input device, business card reader. This is most important nowadays for corporate offices and for all other offices. So business cards are an easy way to grab someone's contact information, but they are also fairly easy to lose. Generally, it is a very cumbersome task to retain all these business cards because these business cards contains maximum information, someone's contact information, but retaining, preserving these cards is somewhat difficult. For this, we have a input device. We have an input device that is called business card reader. So the business card generally fairly easy to lose. That's why. So in order to prevent that, business card readers were designed to save the contact information directly to smartphone and later be transferred to desktop software so that all of the contacts can live in one place. So by using this business card reader, we can insert the business card into this. This business card reader reads the information about this on this business card, and those information can be stored in a computer. So this is also one of the input device. So another input device is a joystick. A joystick is also a pointing input device like a mouse. It is made up of a stick with spherical base. So this is called a stick. This is a spherical base. The base is fitted in a socket that allows free movement on the stick. The movement of the stick controls the cursor and pointer on the screen. Generally, these joysticks are used for playing games. So another input device is light pen. A light pen is a computer input device that looks like a pen. Same like a pen. It looks like a pen. The tip of the light pen, so this is the tip of the light pen, this one. Tip of the light pen contains a light sensitive detector that enables the user to point to or select objects on the display screen. So by using this light pen, we can directly select objects on the screen itself. Its light sensitive tip detects the object location and sends the corresponding signal to the CPU. It is not compatible with LCD, so it is not using today. So maximum it is obsolete. In some areas, these are being used still. And light pen also helps to draw on the screen if needed. Directly we can draw any drawings and everything. We can write anything at the screen itself. So this is the uses of light pen. Here also the uses of light pen on the screen. So here also we can see another input. This is also called digital pen or stylus pen. So here are top button and input buttons and digitizer. So this is a tip. So by using this tip we can draw anything on the screen. Next one, digitizer. Digitizer is a computer input device that has a flat surface and usually comes with a stylus. So here we can see the digitizer has a flat surface, just looks like a slate and with a stylus. This is called stylus or digital pen. So digitizer enables the user to draw images and graphics using the stylus as we draw on paper with pencil. So by using this stylus or pen, this digitizer can be connected to the computer through the wire. So whatever we want, we can write in this area with the help of this pen. This is nothing but stylus pen. So whatever we draw on this area, whatever we write on this area will be inputted to the computer. The images or graphics drawn on the digitizer appear on the computer monitor or display screen. The software converts the touch inputs lines and can also convert handwritten text to typewritten words. Digitizers can be used to capture handwritten signatures and data or images from the tapped papers. Furthermore, it is also used to receive information in the form of drawings and send output to CAD, computer-aided design application, and software like AutoCAD. Thus, the digitizer allows to convert handwritten images into formats suitable for computer processing. So here this is also called a graphics tablet or a digitizer. A graphic tablet is also known as a digitizer, drawing tablet, drawing pad, digital drawing tablet, pen tablet, or digital art board is a computer input device that enables a user to hand draw images, animations, graphics with special pen-like stylus similar to the way a person draws images with a pencil and paper. These tablets may also be used to capture data or handwritten signatures. So here we can see the graphics tablet or digitizer. Also, it's a digitizer. Whatever we write on this area with the help of this stylus will be inputted, will be given to the computer. Here also, whatever you write on this, so this will be given to the computer. So next one is a microphone, next important input device. The microphone is a computer input device that is used to input the sound. So whenever you want to input the sound, we require a device. That device is called microphone. So microphone can be connected to the computer. Whatever you talk, whatever you say, the words will be converted into digital format in the form of sound, and those sound signal can be stored in the computer. The microphone receives the sound vibrations and converts them into audio signals or sends to a recording medium. The audio signals are converted into digital data and stored in the computer. The microphone also enables the user to telecommunicate with others. Microphone is also used to add sound to presentations with webcams for video conferencing. So here we can see the microphone. Whatever you talk, that can be stored into the computer. So here also we can say microphone. So this microphone can be inserted in the audio jack in the computer. You can hear the sound and also you can speak the sound. I mean, whatever you speak, whatever you say the words, those will be stored in the computer through this microphone. Next one, magnetic ink character recognition. MICR. MICR computer input device is designed to read the text printed with magnetic ink. What it means? MICR is a character recognition technology that makes use of special magnetized ink which is sensitive to magnetic fields. It is widely used in banks to process the checks and other organizations where security is a major concern. It can process 300 checks in a minute with 100% accuracy. The details on the bottom of the check, nothing but MICR number, are written with magnetic ink. A laser printer with MICR toner can be used to print the magnetic ink. The device reads the details and sends to a computer for processing. A document printed in magnetic ink is required to pass through a machine which magnetizes the ink, and magnetic information is then translated into characters. So here we can see the pictures of MICR. Whatever you put this magnetic ink character recognition machine reads the information which is written in the form of MICR. Generally, these MICR characters will be wrote by laser printer on the checks or any papers. So that character, those characters, magnetic ink characters, can be recognized with the help of MICR machines. These are MICR machines. So next one, optical character reader, that is called OCR. OCR computer input device is designed to convert the scanned images of handwritten, typed or printed text into digital text. It is widely used in offices and libraries to convert documents and books into electronic files. The OCR processes and copies the physical form of a document into a scanner. After copying the documents, the OCR software converts the documents into two-color black and white version called bitmap. Then it is analyzed for light and dark areas, where the dark areas are selected as characters and the light area is identified as background. OCR is widely used to convert hard copy, legal or historic documents into PDFs. The converted documents can be edited if required, like we edit documents created in MS Word. So these are the OCR mission, optical character recognition missions. So with the help of this mission, by moving along with the text data, so this will read the text data and convert into PDF files. So with the help of this light, here also you can see the light. So movement along with the line. So while we are moving along with the line, this machine, this OCR reads the text from the paper and convert into PDF format. So here also we can see. So when we move along with the page, this OCR reads the entire document and convert into PDF files. Another input device, a digital camera. These are more popular now. A digital camera, digital device, as it captures images and records videos digitally and stores them on a memory card. The digital camera is provided with an image sensor chip to capture images as opposed to film used by traditional cameras. Besides this, the camera that is connected to the computer can also be called a digital camera. Digital camera has photosensors to record light that enters the camera through the lens. When the light strikes the photosensors, each of the sensors return the electrical current which is used to create the images. So here we have digital cameras. So by using this, we can take the pictures and images and videos, and those can be stored in the computer. Next one is the touch screen. Nowadays very popular, this one. So touch screen is a display screen of a device such as smartphone, tablet, etc. that allows user to interact or provide inputs to the device by using their finger. Today, most of the electronic devices come with touch screen as an alternative to a mouse for navigating a graphical user interface. Example, by touching, phone can be unlocked, open emails, open files, playing videos. Besides this, it is used in lots of devices such as camera, car GPS, fitness machine, and etc. And also in ATMs, automatic teller machines also we are seeing these touch screens. Here, this is one of the touch screen. So directly we can touch wherever we want, whatever the characters we want, those can be read as input as we are giving through the keyboard. So here also we can select by touching the area of the screen. This is called touch screen. Next one, OMR, optical mark reader. Optical mark reading is a method of entering data into a computer system. Optical mark readers reads pencil or pen marks made in predefined positions on the paper forms. Generally, it is called OMR sheet as responses to questions or tick list prompts. The OMR data entry system contains the information to convert the presence or absence of marks into a computer data file. So the OMR sheet looks like this. So these are the responses by marking the pencil or pen. So these are predefined positions as this is pen marks made in predefined positions on the paper forms. So this is the paper forms and these are predefined positions, and these predefined positions known by the computer itself, I mean software developer. So generally these type of sheets are used in entrance examinations. So the student who are the person who is taking entrance examination has to give his responses, answer responses according to his answers. So every question is there are multiple choice questions here. Every question having four answers for one. Among these four, the user has to give one answer. So already this OMR is programmed. So we have to put this OMR sheet in this OMR optical mark reader machine. So this OMR machine will read the responses given by the user, and these responses will be given to the computer with the help of this OMR reader, optical mark reader. It reads all the responses and give it to the computer. Next important device is MIDI keyboard. MIDI stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface. So a MIDI keyboard or controller keyboard is typically a piano-style electronic musical keyboard, often with other buttons, wheels, and sliders used for sending MIDI signals or commands over a USB or MIDI 5-pin cable to other musical devices or computers. So if you want to enter music directly to the computer, we have MIDI keyboards. So with help of MIDI keyboards, we can enter the music. So this is MIDI keyboard, so which produces the music, the required music. So when we press all the buttons based on our according to our music composing, so those responses will be stored in the computer in the form of sound. This is called MIDI keyboard. So here also we can see MIDI keyboard, and so here we have synthesizer, MIDI synthesizer. So MIDI in it's coming, MIDI out it's going, and through this we are giving MIDI in to the computer and MIDI out here, MIDI out and coming into the MIDI in. So whatever we type on the keyboard will be given in the form of music composing in a computer. So here also through this amplifier we can hear with the help of speaker. This is MIDI keyboard. Next one, touchpads. A touchpad or trackpad is a flat control surface used to move the cursor and perform other functions on a computer. Touchpads are commonly found on laptops, replace the functionality of a mouse. So generally the laptop computers are in closed manner. So it doesn't have any external devices attached to them. If you want, we can attach, but as a permanent, laptop computers does not have any external devices to be attached. So everything must be contained inside, just like screen or keyboard or mouse functions or web camera or anything must be inside the computer laptop case only. So the functionality of mouse is incorporated there itself with the help of touchpads. So a touchpad is designed to be controlled with the finger. By sliding the fingertip along the surface, the cursor can be moved on the screen. It is also called glide pad, glide point, pressure sensitive tablet. So like this we can say it is a touchpad. So these all the mouse functions can be carried out by this touchpad on the laptop. So this is also called touchpad. So because there is no provision external fitting of mouse or keyboard to the laptop, and the mouse functions must be included in the help of touchpad. Next one, barcode reader. A BCR, barcode reader or scanner, also known as POS, point of sale scanner, is a hardware input device capable of reading a barcode using a laser. It can also load the details of the product or log information about the product into a database. An example of barcode read is a supermarket barcode scanner that reads and logs the price of product. So here we have barcode reader. So this one barcode reader, this is also one of the barcode reader. So here it is reading the barcode. Here also it is reading the code. It scans the code and the details are maximum nowadays. For each and every product, the details are printed with the help of barcode. So along with the information printed on the label. So by using this barcode reader, we can read the information from the barcode itself. So this contains manufacturer details and details about all details about the product will be printed in the form of barcode and also this code, scan code. So another one, video capture hardware. A video capture hardware refers to the physical device used for converting an analog or digital TVI, VGA or video signal into a digital format that is readable by a computer. Typically, video capture hardware consists of a frame grabber that converts the video input and sends it over the USB, Ethernet or PCI Express bus to a computer. So here we can see video capture hardware. It captures video and sends it to the computer. This is video capture hardware add-on card can be inserted into the computer. So with the wire, we can connect this video capture hardware add-on card into the video so that whatever the video, this camera takes the video will be converted and transported to the computer through this video card. So next input device is gamepad. A gamepad, game controller, joypad or video game controller is a peripheral device designed to connect to a computer or a console gaming system. The gamepad has multiple buttons and may have one or two mini joysticks. A gamepad is used for playing video games of many types, including sports, first-person shooters, role-playing, and others. So here we can see gamepad. This gamepad is connected to the computer. So whatever we play, we can play with this game with the help of gamepad. So with the help of this gamepad, we can move the movements of the game with the help of this gamepad. Here we see the gamepad pictures. Next one, electronic whiteboard. This is a great advent in classroom environment. So what is this? An electronic whiteboard is a hardware device found in schools, businesses and also hospitals presentation that is similar to a whiteboard. The electronic whiteboard transmits any information written it to a computer or multiple computers. They also allow live interaction with the digital objects on the screen. The blackboard, along with traditional presentation board, has just gone electronic now. An electronic whiteboard is an interactive display board that converts to a computer and a projector. The projector allows the computer information to be displayed on the board and can be manipulated by using pen, finger, or other device. Electronic whiteboards can be mounted to the wall or on a floor stand. So now we can see the electronic whiteboard pictures. So whatever we type here, these details will be stored in a computer. So this can be fixed to a wall, or we can fix it to the floor stand mounted on the wall, or we can have floor stand. So this is electronic whiteboard. Whatever you type, whatever you write on this board will be stored into the computer, and thus can be displayed on different computers also. Punched cards, the oldest input device. Punched card, also known as Hollerith cards or IBM cards, are paper cards where holes may be punched by hand or machine to represent computer data and instructions. They were widely used means of inputting data into early computers. The cards were fed into a card reader connected to a computer, which converted the sequence of holes to digital information. So here we have punched card examples. So a separate paper will be there, and on this paper we use it to punch the data in the form of holes. So every data must be punched on this card. This is called punched card. With the help of punched card machine, we use it to punch. After that, after punching, that information must be read to the computer, given to the information given to the computer with the help of punched card reader. Punched card is a separate device, separate sheet on which we use it to punch the holes with the punching machine. That holes, here we can say the cards were fed into the card reader connected to a computer, which converted the sequence of holes into digital information. So here we use it to punch sequence of holes, and those sequence of holes are presented to the card reader. That card reader will be reading the information. A punched card reader or just a computer card reader is a computer input device used to read computer programs in either in the source or executable form data from punched cards. So these are the punched card reader. So this reader was reading the information from the punched cards. So next input device is yoke. A yoke is a hardware input device used with computer games such as flight simulation games. This is especially used for flight simulation games. Yoke allows a player to fly up or down or back and forth by pulling or pushing the device. So for flight simulation games, this is designed. The yoke input device is designed. Next important one, virtual reality. The virtual reality is the use of computer's technology to create a simulated environment. Unlike traditional user interfaces, VR places the user inside an experience. Instead of viewing a screen in front of them, users are immersed and able to interact with 3D worlds. So this is an image of virtual reality. Paddle, another input device, paddle. Paddle is a simple input device that is widely used in games. So paddle is a wheel that is held by hand and looks like a volume knob on a stereo that is used to increase or decrease the volume. This is a volume knob, like looks like volume knob. Paddles moves or control cursor or any other objects in the game in back and forth motion. Paddle is widely used as an alternative to the joystick. This is a picture of paddle. Next, steering wheel. Steering wheel used as an input device in racing video games such as car racing games or in driving programs as virtual simulators or to steer a vehicle. It's exactly look like car steering and pedals here, brake and accelerator pedals. It works like this. Real steering wheel by allowing it to take a right or left turn. This is another steering wheel. And these steering wheels are used in driving programs, especially simulators for car racing. Next one, gesture recognition devices. The gesture recognition devices take human gestures as input. There are many such devices that respond to gestures. These observes the movement of a player's body and interprets these movements as input to video games. This feature is also available in certain tablets and smartphones where certain tasks can be performed such as taking pictures using finger gestures as a swiping and pinching and etc. So these are the pictures for gesture recognition devices. Next one, light gun. As the name suggests, light gun, it is a pointing input device that is used to designed to point at and shoot the targets on the screen in a video game or on arcade, etc. The light gun was used for the first time on MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Wiring computer. When the gun is pointed at the target on the screen, like this, target on the screen, and the trigger is pulled, the screen goes blank for a fraction of a second. During this moment, the photodiode, which is present in this barrel, determines where the gun is pointed. Example, shooting ducks in the duck hunt game. So this is a light gun, which can be aimed at computer screen itself. As we can see, is a light gun. This end we can connect to the computer, so we can shoot on the computer screen at a particular point. So photodiode helps in detecting the point where the gun shot at. Next important devices is the biometric devices. So now wherever we go, we are using biometric devices. Biometric refers to a process in which a person is identified through his or her biological features such as fingerprints, eye cornea, face structure, and etc. So biological features such as fingerprints, eye cornea, face structure, and etc. So biometric devices, it is done by using biometric devices which can be of different types based on their scanning features and abilities. So now we will see the different types of biometric devices. So these are the biometric devices. This is a face scanner. This is a fingerprint scanner. So we see another important device is face scanner as an input device. The face scanner is designed to identify a person by scanning his or her face. It takes the face measurements of a person. For example, the distance between eyes, nose, and mouth, etc. Accordingly, it confirms the identity of a person. Besides this, it is smart enough to differentiate between a person's picture and the real person. So this is a face scanner machine which is scanning the face of a person. Hand scanner. The hand of a person can also be used to verify his or her identity, as every person has a unique pattern of veins in the palm. Generally, we know every vein, all the veins on the palm are different to any other person. Nothing but every person has a unique pattern of veins within him, just like fingerprints. So fingerprints also have unique pattern of veins for each and every person. This device takes advantage of this feature. It identifies a person by scanning the palm of his hand. The hand scanner uses infrared light to scan veins on the palm and patterns and blood flowing in them. Palm is even more unique than fingerprints. So next one is a fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scans the fingerprints to identify people or for biometric authentication. This device is developed keeping in mind the fact that no two persons in the world can have the same fingerprints. It is widely used in companies as a fingerprint attendance system to make up the attendance employees. So everywhere we are using these fingerprints, this has become mandatory in identifying the persons in all the areas. So next one, retina or iris scanner. Retina or iris scanner scans the retina of or iris of a person's eye to confirm the identity. This device is more secure than others as it is next to impossible to copy the retina or iris. Iris scanner works by mapping the retina's blood vessel patterns of the eye. The blood vessels of retina absorb light more easily as well as can be identified with appropriate lighting. So blood vessels in the eye can be read by this iris scanner. So that we can identify the person easily. Here voice scanner. This voice scanner records the voice of the person and digitizes it to create distinctive voice print or template. The voice prints are stored in the database and are used to verify the voice of the person to confirm his or her identity. The person is required to speak in the normal or same voice that was used to create a voice template. It is not much reliable as it can be misused using a tape record. So this is voice scanner. So these are the biometric devices: face scanner, hand scanner, fingerprint scanner, retina iris scanner, and also voice scanner. These are used to identify the persons. So nowadays, the security identity of person is most important concern. So that's why the biometric devices came into the picture. So with the help of these biometric devices, a person can be identified by his face or fingerprints or eye cornea or face structure or with the fingerprinter and also voice recognition. So these are the biometric devices used. So far we have seen different types of input devices used for inputting. Important input devices are keyboard, mouse, scanners, biometric devices, MIDI keyboards, voice recognizers, light pen, stylus pens, and punch record readers, MICR, and maximum. We have discussed all about all the devices. So in the next class, we will see in detail about keyboard, mouse, that is nothing but mouse, different types of mouse, mechanical mouse and also optical mouses and other input devices we will discuss in detail. Thank you.